What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I am going to show you how to create a custom player spawner. It's going to be a very easy video to follow, so let's get started. But first, if you are serious about learning and making your first game in Unreal Engine 5, join my Unreal Club. Inside, you will be able to download entire private files from my tutorials, enter private meetings and webinars with industry experts, access exclusive ebooks packed with the best tricks, get powerful asset frameworks to speed up your blueprints, and much more. The link is in the description. With that said, let's continue with the video. Alright, so why would we want to create a custom player spawner? Well, that's because we might need more control, or for multiplayer games especially, we might just need to create multiple player spawns depending on the teams and on certain properties. So let's go into the vault settings, and as you can see we have here the current game mode for this level. As you can see we have a default pawn class, which is the player character being spawned by the game mode. If we go ahead and set this to none, now when we press play, as you can see we don't spawn anything. Right, it's completely empty. There's nothing. So we now need to go ahead and manually spawn the player. To do this, let's go ahead and open up the third-person game mode or whatever game mode you're using. Open the full editor and go to the event graph. And now what we can do is open up the begin play. Okay, begin play is obviously triggered when the game starts. So when the game starts, we can go ahead and say, okay, spawn actor from class. And this actor from class will be the third person character. Now, if we compile, we have an error because we need to specify the transform. Where is this new player controller going to be spawned? So we right click and split it. We have the location, rotation, and scale dependently. But of course, we need to get an actual spawn point from our level. And we can do this through the player start. We actually don't need to create our own custom player start actor to place in the level. We can also do it, but I mean, we already have one, right? Now, this is currently not being used when we press play because there's no default pawn class. But now that we are creating our own, we can just simply pick the player start's positions. So to do this, let's go ahead and just say get actor of class. Or we can do also get all actors of class. In this case, I'm gonna just do it for single player, but if you're doing multiplayer, you will get actors in plural. And on here, let's simply search for player start, and it's gonna be this one, okay? So from here, we can get a couple of different properties. We can just simply do get actor transform, and then we obviously can just right click, split it, and plug the location to location and rotation to rotation, okay? And that way we have, there we go, let me just align this. Can this be aligned? There we go. And now we are ignoring the scale, okay? Because the scale needs to always be 1, 1, and 1, right? Because imagine that the player start was bigger or smaller. Of course, you shouldn't really, change the scale of the player start, but, it's just good practice, right? Now in collision handling, I recommend to try to adjust location, but always spawn. Okay, so we always spawn the player, but maybe adjust a bit the location so we can actually not get stuck or anything like that. Okay, so since I do this and I press play, nothing happens. Why? Well, if we click on F8, we actually have a player in the level, so it worked, right? The code worked, but we are not controlling the player. So there's only one little thing that we have to do. We have to right click and say get player controller, and this is the actual player controller, right? The one that handles all the input and all this stuff. And then we simply have to do possess and then plug in the new character into the in pawn. So possess in Unreal Engine is just like controlling. And now, yes, when we press play, as you can see, we can go ahead and play as the player, but there's a problem. We cannot move the player. Well, this is only in versions 5.4, okay, and below. If you're in 5.5, this probably won't happen, and that's because we are adding the input system, right, on the begin play. But we need to do this when we receive the input. So there's a couple of ways to do this. I recommend to just type event, and we have here, as you can see, possessed, receive controller, all these kind of things. So what I recommend do is to just do possessed, which is here, plug this here, and then new controller could go here or here. In my case, let's just plug it here. And as you can see, we can move around, and that's fixed. Now, if you also had the problem in 5.5, you just add also this and plug the new controller into here, okay? But yeah, that's literally working. So we can now go ahead and spawn the player from our own custom game mode, which is super cool. And this overall just gives us so much more control over the spawning positions, especially like I said for multiplayer. If you want teams, you could just get a list of player starts, right? And each player start could have a unique tag for team 1 or team 2. And then over here you would simply check if it's team 1 or team 2, literally just branches, right? And we'll assign a player to one specific spawn point or another depending on the team, right? So really this is super cool. As you can see, it's super simple. So give it a go, and if you're building like a bigger game, this will be very, very useful. So that's it, guys. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. You can download the pref files through my Unreal Club, so check it out with a link in the description. And now, yes, with all said, bye bye.